Hello folks, here we are. It's Kings of War 4th edition pre-order window time. When this page went live on Friday, I actually had a jaw-dropping moment. These Carly, the new race they've got, look absolutely brilliant to me. I say this in a lot of videos. I'm always trying to be super positive. Everything's always absolutely brilliant. Yes, I know it's a bit of a trope that I've got, but looking at these, I stand by it. Some really interesting looking units. For a start, we've got like dogmen, like Zakali Hunter Battle Group here. Some archers, some probably close-up berserker types. They look great. The Lion Snarl Cavalry Regiment. The name, that's fine, but I mean these look really good. Obviously, there's a heavy Far Eastern aesthetic inspiration going on there. The paint job on these is absolutely great. It looks really good. It's really it's quite subtle. It's quite subdued. I remember when they had the Stormline thing for the Storm Orcs. The paint job on that, I wasn't into that at all. It looked like a Pokemon, and that really missold it for me. Whereas the colours that we've got on here, yeah, they really work. Interestingly, like turquoise and orange is the colours I chose for my Silvermoon faction in Bushido. So I already feel quite a close affinity to these guys off the bat. Like I need an excuse to put an order in, you know. Interesting to see there's a halfling battalion just thrown in the middle of all this stuff. But yeah, we are where we are. This dragon, yes, this looks good. Mantic have had a bit of stick for their dragons over the years, rightly or wrongly. I'm not normally a dragon sort of dragon fan really, but I do like how this looks. They've sort of kept that sort of, you know, flowing traditional Chinese dragon sort of look, but I really like the blunted snout here, the quite fierce looking jaws. This is going to be an amazing centerpiece really. I think I might have to start practicing painting trees and foliage and whatnot. But this is who stands out for me. This Shao Quan, just a giant kung fu ape. I mean, look at it. It looks absolutely fantastic. You know, you don't see too many nipples on your Warhams, on your wargaming miniatures, do you? So should be quite fun. My kids will get an absolute blast out of that, little weirdos. And yeah, and here these as well. So what's interesting here is, so he's like £25, and he looks like pretty decent size. This is 40. I mean, it's probably going to be it's going to be all resin, but I'm thinking this must be some size for £40 for this. I think it's got to be pretty big. Yeah, again, keeping that sort of aesthetic, but it's all I think they've done a really good job. Congratulations to the studio and the commission painters that have painted these up. I think they've reined it in. There's a good coherency across the range, but they've really they've kind of reined it in. These guys looking almost like ethereal, lightning sort of vibes. I think they look great. As you can see, folks, I've not prepared a script for this. This is the first time I've done a screen capture as well, just because it can be a bit hard work clipping a load of photos together and then putting a narration over the top, because you forget why you've taken photos of certain things. The actual starter set, now if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I am an absolute beast for a 2-player starter set, and I think this looks really good. We've got 2 big heroes and the big bases. I like here we've got units of bigger troops, which I quite like. So straight away this feels really beginner friendly to me, because you're not painting, you know, ranks and ranks and ranks of standard troopers. We've just got some big lads, some big beasties, and then a couple of smaller troops units to paint up. Again, I'm really liking the darker aesthetic they've gone for with this this edition, with this release. The black book cover looks really, really good. That really stands out to me because it gives it a certain sort of class. Various other packages you can get. Oh, hello. Some stuff signed by Alessio and Matt. That'd be quite nice. But I think, me being me, I'm gonna have to go for a starter set. You know, I've asked Mantic about 15 times very nicely for for a promo copy, but we'll see how that works out. But with all the changes that they've brought in for 4th edition, I just feel like, and this starter set here in particular, I just feel like with the really going for an open door policy, really, for newcomers. They just want it to be as easy as possible to get into, and that's got to be applauded, really. You know, it's rank and flank, but that does not look too difficult to put together and paint to me at all. So yeah, no, I think this Akali range looks really good. Even the humans look pretty decent, but I mean, I'm not, when you've got an army full of dogmen and kung fu apes and giant lightning tigers and dogs that hunt wizards. I mean, your standard humans just aren't cutting it for me. So hopefully there's the way you can build the armies in 4th edition now are, you know, you can, as long as you've got your HQ unit and your 2 troops, you can, in your battalion, then you can unlock as many other things as you want to a certain degree, and then you have to unlock more with another hero and another 2 troops. But the way this is looking, I could just have an army of big beasties. I saw some people online having rightly or wrongly concerned that the upping the base sizes for single heroes was going to cause them a bit of grief, having to rebase and everything. But Mantic have got you here. We've got base converters 25mm to 40mm and 20mm to 40mm, and 25 to 50mm. So obviously, you can do it yourself, just glue them onto something else if you like. But I think Mantic providing an option for you from the get-go. It's a good bit of forward thinking there from the team, so well done. This gaming mat looks really good. 6 foot by 4 foot. Now there's no chance I wouldn't be able to fit that anywhere in my house. Well, not without getting my ear bent really off my family. But you know, I'll be looking at playing smaller games anyway, so I don't need to worry too much about that. But this is a really, really good offering, and I'm really, really surprised that they've managed to keep an entire new faction so well under wraps. I know there were a couple of hints and this, that, and the other, but I mean, it's really good. No leaks, just here you go, day one launch window. Here's an entire new faction with absolutely loads of stuff to get your head wrapped around. What's that? Hang on, what's this? What's that guy? Hang on a second. What's that? Okay. So this is like a giant dog man with a casket, a coffin on his back. All right, I need to know more about that. I absolutely need to know more about that. This battalion looks great. This looks so much fun. Yeah, what's this guy's deal? I mean, this guy looks like he does not mess about at all. You know, he's ready to like start splitting some wigs. But yeah, and okay, that's really cool. I'm very interested in that. Yeah, they look absolutely fine. You know, I've no problem with this. I'm just not digging humans in this force at the minute. Fortunately, they're going to turn out to be really good, and you're going to want a load of them, knowing my luck. But but never mind. So, folks, yeah, just a little. I just wanted to jump on this morning, have a quick little look at this, and share my thoughts. Really, what are you thinking? Are you know, if you're new to Kings of War, are you tempted to dive in with 4th edition, having seen just these releases on the Mantic website? I will put a link in the comments. They've got obviously a countdown to the launch window, explaining how they've changed the game between 3rd and 4th edition. You know, are you interested? Are you a current player? What do you think of the new changes? What do you think of the Zakali? You know, I'm just really interested to hear about. You know, do you think it's going to give the game a shot in the arm? You know, Is there anything you don't like? Anything you do like? I'm really interested in knowing other people's thoughts here. So yeah, please jump in and let me know what you think. Fantastic. I've been Lee. This has been Tabletop Magpie. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers, folks. Bye.